About your money, and Stewart Welch joins us again from the Welch Group. He's trying to help you with his rules of success. He's got 100 of them. He's putting them in a book, and we're jumping into that this morning. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning.
All right, so let's talk about some of these rules of success, and one of these you talk about is controlling your money.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by that?
Well, the first thing is people need to understand success is not complicated.
Okay.
It's doing a handful of things right consistently over and over and over. And one of those is control your money. And so when I was like in my 20s, I began to figure this out, and I set up 2 control accounts. The first one is what I call my deferred spending account.
Is that just a savings account?
It's kind of a savings account,
Okay.
but it has a real purpose. So for example, back then I wanted a boat.
Who doesn't?
And but listen, when people want a boat now, they just say, oh, I'm going to go borrow the money and buy the boat. And then they systematically pay it off. Well, this is the opposite of that. I systematically invested the money in a savings account until I had enough money to pay cash. So the difference is, who got the interest? Did I pay the interest to a lender, or did I receive the interest from the bank? And listen, I just learned that if you're going to be successful, you can't do it through borrowing money.
I'm going to try that, but at the way I'm going, it would only be a John boat. Okay, so
Hey, mine too.
So then you also talk about setting up a second account, an automated account.
So the other thing was I wanted to automate my deferred spending, so I wasn't borrowing money. But the second thing is I set up a automated investing account.
Okay.
Now this was when I was 20, and there weren't a lot of options back then, so it was pretty much a bank savings account. Today you have so many options, but you want to automate. This is the key. You want to automate it, and so you can automate it through a 401k. If your company has matching, that's a great choice. Okay. Alternative would be like a Roth IRA. You don't get a tax deduction, but the money grows tax deferred. Or you set up a personal account, a personal investment account with somebody like Schwab or Vanguard, and just have it automatically go into, say, an S&P 500 index mutual fund.
And Vanguard, you can just Google Vanguard, and because I'm familiar with that one, Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, and it's a no-load mutual fund. They don't get any commissions, right?
All of them are no load. They're all like really, really low fees. Listen, this is just about getting into action.
Right.
I had somebody write me the other day that turned their life around 15 years ago, reading one of my books, thank goodness. But he said, I started out in debt, and now I'm out of debt and have $300,000 net worth.
All right, we got to go now, but simple takeaway. Look, just start something. That seems like the big key.
Get in action.
Get in action. Okay. All right, Stewart Welch, happy Thanksgiving.